Everything went on all right until we moved up to Passchendaele. And for 2 or 3 days, we were on working parties, carrying up the A-forms for Narrogate Railway, carrying up duck boards, and we were carrying 18-pounders and 4 or 5 shell. And we were up to way past our knees in mud, carrying those things across country. We had 56 minutes to take 500 yards, and we were an hour and a half going, I think, about 300 or 400 yards. The reason for that was that pillbox, received Kinross, wanted to be seen. We flanked Cecil with our machine gun fire on this pillbox. And Cecil threw off his equipment, all except his rifle and bayonet and a bag of bombs. And he'd get up and he'd run about 5 yards and flop, and up and flop, and up and flop. And he got up and he got on the left hand side of the aperture. Took a Mills bomb out, pulled the pin and threw it in the aperture. As soon as that banged, he was around behind. He went in, finished the crew off, and then he came out and he stood up on top of the pillbox. Come on, you could hear him above it, and there was lots of noise. Come on, and he was using very gentlemanly language to us, see? Come on. Then I didn't remember it. Fritzy had dropped a shell in the shell hole where our gun crew. Blew the front half of my left foot off and tore all the tendons and the muscles from the sole of the right foot. Now, I was hit about 7:30 in the morning, and I wasn't found till about 7:30 or 8 o'clock at night. And eventually, there were 6 boys of the 49th Band came up and carried me out. And those boys were practically up to their waist in mud. They had 6 men to a stretcher, 4 carrying and 2 reserve. And they'd walk 15 or 20 feet, maybe a little farther than the real length of 2 go. And we had about a mile to a mile and a half to go back to this advanced dressing station. Now that's as far as I can tell you, outside of another little incident when we got up, got into the shell hole, there was a boy come up, he crawled on my left. And when I came to, I felt something cold on my face, on that side of my face, and I wiped it. I had his brains, and I got in the feet. Why? Now, if that boy hadn't come up, he'd hung back a little. Nervous. I don't hold it against the boy. But I bless him. Because if he hadn't have been there, that would have been me. Now, I wonder why. I often say to my wife, you'll get it when it's coming to you. When that number comes up and when the good man above says, come on, you're wanted up here or down below, wherever which way I go, that's when my time will be. But I hope he gives me job polishing stars.
Well, that's a very good story.